Alright, hi, I'm back again. It's been almost a month, since my last one. And as I said 2 videos ago, the last video was just a quick let you know what's going on video. But, as I said in the last one, this time it's gonna be story time. As well as we're gonna start the question and answers. I didn't get any questions, so I guess I don't have any answers to give out. I guess we'll move straight on to AMVs. So, my first one is for Haruhi. I won't say I'm in love. It's for her birthday. Her birthday was February 4th. I think I uploaded that one the day after. I need to get better at that. And so I originally had a different one planned for Haruhi. I was gonna do Never Grow Up for her and her father. That one got deleted off my phone. So I couldn't exactly do it when it was deleted off my phone. So I chose a different one, had to download the song. I wasn't going to re-download songs that I'd already bought. I find that pointless when there's a possibility I could get them back without having to rebuy them. I'll have to hold up. Wait and see. After that is my very first MEP part for Ready to Flare. She's one of my friends now. And so I would recommend watching her stuff. She's really good. If you're into Seraph, particularly, I'm having difficulty saying that word today. Yuichi or Yuichi videos, she makes them. And she does a magnificent job with them. They're really good. So that's my part for hers. Gurren. I chose Gurren for mine. We were only allowed one character, and it had to be from season 1, clips from season 1. Made it slightly difficult, but I found what I needed. And so it's the outro. So when she uploads that video, watch it, watch the rest of her stuff. And so there's that. After that, number 3 is my first Hetalia video for Viva La Vida. It's a common one for Hetalia. I can understand why it fits. It just fits Hetalia. It fits Hetalia like Carry On My Wayward Son fits Supernatural. That just does. So I did that one. I really liked that one. I liked the way I did it, how I had separate stanzas for different characters. The only one I should have done differently was the last stanza before the final, the chorus, the final 2 choruses. I chose Canada. I don't feel Canada fit the part. And I think I did Canada was because I was trying not to make Canada feel lonely. Because he's always forgotten. I probably should have done a different country like Russia. Russia probably would have fit that a lot better. But I chose Canada. And it's too late now. It's still a really great video. So number 4 is another Hetalia one. It's for America and England, Safe and Sound, and I know I already did a Safe and Sound video, but this is a cover by someone different, so it doesn't count. And this one was a bit slower. It kind of fit more of the atmosphere between America and England. I chose a lot of my pictures based more off World War II and not World War II. What am I saying? Revolutionary War. Too many wars in that show. Revolutionary War. And what I liked so much about that clip, or that video, I can't English today. I'm getting my words mixed up. I apologize. Is that I was able to use a video clip, which is very hard to find with Hetalia because Funimation is difficult. I can't download videos from Funimation. The way I get my videos, I can't find Funimation, so I can't use them. But I found a video for America's Sword Cleaning, and I was so happy because I really thought it would fit well, and it did. So for the scenes where there was no lyrics, I had parts from America's Sword Cleaning to add to the dramaticness. The ending was a bit off because it had the music from the show, because I can't just get the words, what they're saying. I need the scene. It makes it difficult with iMovie, but it kind of cut off in like the middle of this music part, and yeah, I didn't like that so much. But it was a great video. I haven't done a good feels video in a while, and that's my proper feels video. After that is actually kind of another feels one, for American England as well. It's easy to do feels ones for them. Oblivion, and I wanted to show that more from England's point of view of, you know, watching America grow up and then having the Revolutionary War and then seeing him now, and him, like, you know, just watching him grow up. He raised America. So a lot of who America is today is really based off what he's done. And the video after that is for Just America, holding up for a hero. I had to. And it's the Bonnie Tyler one, so it's the long version. It's almost... Crap, that one took me forever. That one took a long time. I had to search Google, and then I searched through my Natalia board on Pinterest, and then I searched through Pinterest itself for pictures of America that would fit this stupid AMV. It was fun. I had a lot of fun. It was great. And I really enjoyed that, that AMV. It was fun. Took forever to find pictures, but it was fun. My next one is another ship video. This one's for Germany and Italy. Now, I don't particularly ship Germany and Italy. I'm still on the border, still trying to decide whether I ship it or not, to be honest, because it's not really... Since I'm still finishing Hatalia from when I started it back in 7th grade and then had to stop watching it because my mom forbade me from watching it. Now that I'm older, I started watching it again. I have kind of been, you know, trying to figure out what I ship for them. Because when I first started watching it, I wasn't into shipping. The characters were just the characters to me. There was no ships, there was no nothing for me. I didn't start shipping until I got into Homestuck, and that was right after Hatalia. My mom didn't know about that one. It was probably a good idea that she didn't know about that one. But, yeah. So, but I made that one. It's for God Gave Me You by Blake Shelton. I'm a huge Blake Shelton fan. I really like Blake's work. I haven't been into country as much as I used to in the past, but I still really enjoy Blake's work. Blake is one of my favorite country artists. Blake and Carrie are my two favorites. I also have the same birthday as Carrie Underwood. It's great. But as I was saying, so yeah, I did that one. It's really cute and sweet. Okay, so my next video, I will give a bit of a trigger warning to. It's for the song was for 9/11. And it's another Hatalia one. I chose it for America, partially because it is 9/11. It does have some of the other countries in it, but it's based centrally more around America. Obviously, because 9/11 was an American event. Now, I was maybe a year old when 9/11 happened. I found this song. It is another country song. And it kind of says, like, well, you know, where were you when the world stopped turning? Where were you when 9/11 happened? What were you doing? And what did you do after? And so the irony with that AMV was the fact that I was telling my cousin that there were certain songs that were left on my phone that didn't quite fit for AMVs because there were stories, there were specific events, or if certain shows, certain characters didn't fit properly. So, and I was in the middle of using this song as an example when it occurred to me that I could use it for America and Hatalia. So I did. So I do put a trigger warning on that one before you watch that AMV. You know, if you had family that died in 9/11, or if you were a victim of 9/11, I'd be careful watching that video. It's sad. It could be potentially be a trigger, and I don't want to cause anyone pain when it's something personal like that. Now, I will say I'm not an evil person when it does come to pain, as you may have, with my like America and England safe and sound. I do enjoy making good feels videos now, but this one has a trigger, and I don't want to be the cause of something. So if you think it might set off a trigger, please don't watch it. I'm begging you, please don't watch it. If it's not something that will trigger anything, feel free and watch it, like it, whatever. But please don't watch it if it will trigger something. I don't want anyone getting hurt because of something I made. And if it does, and if someone does end up getting triggered by it, I will take it off. So please, I'm begging you, don't watch it. If you have that as a trigger for something bad, please don't watch it. Just mostly because of the song, more than the AMV itself. Because personally, I don't think, I'm not 100% sure the AMV itself fits, but the song. Now, if you've heard the song 100 times, go ahead. But please, if you're not sure, please don't. I don't want to be the cause of triggers. Alright, so off that feelsy, touchy, feelsy, what's the word I'm looking for? Off that touchy subject, that's what I'm looking for. Mr. Birthday Boy today, Light Yagami. I finally managed to upload an AMV on someone's birthday. Congratulate me. I'm just kidding, don't. You don't have to. But finally managed to. And so I had enough for Light Yagami. And it's kind of showing like the fight between L and his successors and Light, back and forth sort of thing, and the task force as well. And so yeah, it was fun making that one. I had a lot of fun making that one. I really like my opening clip. It fit really well. So there's that. That's my last one as of recently. Expect one within the next couple of days, particularly hopefully tomorrow, because tomorrow is the specific sweets-loving Hani Nozuka's birthday. It is Hani Senpai's birthday tomorrow. He actually gets to celebrate it because it's a leap year this year. And I'm hoping, since it is a leap year and it doesn't happen every year, leap years are only every 4 years, so he only gets to celebrate his birthday every 4 years, I'm really hoping to get the AMV actually up on his birthday. I'm really hoping to do it because it does happen every 4 years. Alright. Expect more Hetalia. I haven't done any Seraph ones recently, but I'm really looking to try and find another one for Yuichi. I'd like to do a Disney one for him. I don't know why. I've been really Disney mode recently. I just bought 5 Disney songs for AMVs. There's potentially one that I did buy that I could use for him, but it fits so well for a different character that I'm using it for a different character. So, it fit the other character better. So I'm using it for them. But, as I said a couple of videos ago, it's story time. I've got Gilbert here. And if you know Hetalia, you'd understand Gilbert, my peep. He actually is a peep, I'm not even kidding. He's a stuffed peep. Peep. His name is Gilbert. He's gonna sit on my head. See, I'll keep him on my head. So he's gonna help me tell my stories. So we're starting off today, I think, now I didn't get any questions for any stories, so I've got 3 in line for today. We're going to start off with how I became secretary of Anime Club. That, like I said, because it was a long story, this was the idea that kicked off story time. Secretary of Anime Club. It all started with our president. He was not particularly a great president. He screwed off more than he should have. our president and secretary at the time had told him, listen, you need to, or our did I say vice president? Yeah, vice president and secretary, like, listen, if you want to keep your post, you're going to have to do more, because they were pretty much running it. We didn't have much structure. We barely watched anything. Most of the time we would say, oh, we'll put it off for next week because no one's here. Well, it got to the point where our president still wasn't doing anything, even after his warning. And so we decided enough's enough. And they confronted him. We had an entire meeting just to discuss stuff. No one wanted to bring it up. You could see everyone giving each other that, looking around at each other like, who's going to be the one to say it. And eventually one of the kids brought it up. Not even one of the secretary or vice president. They had their spokesperson do it because he's better at phrasing that kind of stuff, because they'd already mentioned it to him once before. And I guess it was better coming from one of the other students because it showed that it wasn't just them seeing that. And so he brought it up, and we ended up discussing it, and we decided that we were going to have elections instead, and we were going to do co-presidents, co-secretaries, instead of vice president, president, and secretary. Because before I was in Anime Club last year, the president and vice president had decided who was going to succeed them, because they were both seniors. And so we ended up taking a vote, and the president and secretary, of course, or the vice president and secretary ended up becoming president, which didn't surprise me. Everyone kind of knew they would, because they pretty much ran it anyways. So when we were voting for secretary, our president put his name up, more for the general, so he, as in like he didn't care where they voted him in for. But we had secretary left, and the other person up there was there were two other people. Was another kid who spent most of the time goofing off with our president at the time. And so the other person that was up there, the last person that was up there, he's an okay kid, and I had faith in him that he could do his job properly. I didn't have faith in the other two. And I wasn't originally going to run, but I saw the two names up. Megan was also up in the general. My friend, the one that became one of the presidents, she was also up in the general, but I knew they'd vote her as president. So I put my name up for general, and I ended up getting voted along with Anthony, who was the one that was running for secretary. So he wasn't one of the ones that I didn't have faith in. He wasn't one of the reasons. He was the one that I had faith in that would actually do the job. And since then, our anime club has been running smoothly. We are almost done 7 Deadly Sins. I believe we're watching episode 20 in class in our next anime club. I was not sure. I wasn't there for the last meeting. My stupid art teacher ended up signing me up for FLT, so I didn't get to go. It was my favorite character. Got introduced that episode too. Sad face. But so that's how I became secretary of Anime Club. The next one is Promposal. I told you last video, or not last video, the video before that, about the Nekotsume kitty that I was creating in ceramics to prompose to my friend. Even though we already knew we were going to prom together, I still wanted to prompose. And, well, I finished it after it broke about 5 times because I forgot to slip and score it. It started off, it fell over, and the head broke off, along with one of the ears and the eyes, eye and nose. Then the other eye fell off, and then the tail broke off. That ended up, I used a lot of super glue to put that back on because the super glue does not work well when you're trying to stick glazed ceramic, hardened ceramic pieces together. It doesn't work well. You gotta hold it there. And super glue dries quick. My hands were getting more stuck together than that ceramic piece was. But I finally managed to get it stuck together. The glaze came out a little off. It was supposed to be Tabitha, but the coloring was off. I don't know how it ended up being off. I think the kiln was just too hot and it overcooked the glaze or something. I don't know. It ended up being off. And so my friend was having a really shitty day that day. And it was kind of ironic in a way, because I was planning on proposing to her that day. I had grabbed my ceramic piece from my ceramics class because I didn't have ceramics that day, but I knew it was done. I'd given it the night to harden for the super glue to dry, and I knew it was done at that point. And so I grabbed it while I was in my drawing class because the drawing and ceramics room are right next to each other. So I grabbed it. I had my forensics class, and my friend was just having a really bad day. It had started going downhill. She was getting really salty. She had been called down to the office, told if she didn't finish her work, she couldn't go to a pep rally that was coming up. And so she was just getting saltier and saltier. And so I ended up proposing to her at lunch, and my plan went off without a hitch. Also, the other ironic thing that day was that it was squad day. Squad/twin day, because it was Winter Carnival week for us. So it was Spirit Week. So me, my friend, and my other friend had decided to do squad day. We did the Neko Atsume kitties. I was Tubbs. The friend I would propose to was Guy Furry, and my other friend was Billy the Kitten. It was fun. So I put it. My friend had brought in cookies to give as mementos, and so I put it. My other friend had dragged her off. I was like, "Come on, come with me, come with me." She's like, "Fine." So I put it right on the cookie thing with the "Will you go to prom with me?" facing out towards her seat. And when she got there, all she saw was the kitty. She totally missed the "Will you go to prom with me?" And she was like, "Oh my god, cute." I was like, "Turn it around," because she was looking at the face. So she turned around, she's like, "Oh my god." I was like, "I told you you'd like it." So yeah, I did my promposal. She loved it. I was happy. She was happy. She had a good rest of the day. Till mom took her laptop away, but I guess that's what you get for not doing work. But she really liked it, and I was really happy. My other friend, the one that did Billy the Kitten, ended up holding her little kitty for ransom until she would give her another cookie. Yeah. But, so, we're going to prom together. My prom is May 14th. I'm super excited. And, so, last story I've got for us today is my story on Tim Lord Angel. And how I became known as Tim Lord Angel. That one was a fun one. No one asked about it, but I felt like I should tell you anyways because I mentioned it. And, because as I said, Tim Lord Angel is my username on Tumblr. So, if you look for me, Tim Lord Angel. Now, Tim Lord Angel was a mistake. It was my creative writing class last year, and we were making blogs. And we had to make a username for our blogs. You know, a title, whatever. An account. We had to make an account. So, I usually did Time Lord Angel. Because at the time I was really into Doctor Who and Supernatural. I still am. As you can tell, I got Doctor Who over there and Supernatural's on the wall in front of me. You can't see it, but it's on the wall in front of me. And so I did Time Lord Angel. Well, about a week later, we were going through, and we had to go through like each other's blogs. And one of the kids in my class was like, "Who's Tim Lord Angel?" I was like, "I'm Time Lord Angel." And I was like, "No, you're Tim Lord Angel." I had screwed up my spelling, and I guess my E. I was having issues with my E key on my computer at the time, so I hadn't officially hit. And I was like, "Oh crap, oops." So I ended up going back and fixing it. Well, no one let me forget it after that. So everyone would say, "Hey, Tim Lord Angel," and I just kind of became Tim Lord Angel. After that, I ended up switching it back to Tim Lord Angel, and I've been Tim Lord Angel ever since. And that's what I use for usernames now, because there's really nothing else I can use. I'm not good with fun usernames, so I'm Tim Lord Angel. I'm either Tim Lord Angel or Tim Lord Everdeen, because one of my friends in that class said every time she says Tim Lord, she just wants to go Tim Lord Everdeen in like an Effie Trinket voice. I didn't really shoot an Effie Trinket voice, but she wanted to do that in an Effie Trinket voice. So I either use Tim Lord Angel or Tim Lord Everdeen. But so yeah, those are my 3 stories. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do for next time, but I'll find something. Remember, you can ask me questions in the comments, find me on Tumblr or whatever, and ask me questions there. Just say, hey, I'm one of your subscribers on YouTube, and I have a question for your next video. I don't care. Remember, also, if you want to talk to me, Tumblr is a great place to message me on. I'd give you my Facebook, but my mom wouldn't like that very much. But, so yeah, Tumblr. Message me on Tumblr. It's mostly anonymous on Tumblr anyways. We wouldn't really know each other. But I'm happy to help whoever needs help. All I want to do is help people. That's all I've ever wanted in my life, because since my own struggles made me stronger and made me want to help people. So remember, if you ever need just someone to talk to, I'm really good with that. I'm really good at listening. I help my friends all the time when they need it. So if you ever just need someone to talk to or rant to, if you're having a bad day and you just need someone to rant to, I'm there. Tim Lord Angel. Find me. Or you can just talk to me on here and I can find you or whatever. Comments are great. Whatever you need, I'm there. I might not know you. I might know you. If you need to, please talk to me. I have gone through struggles just as much as any of you have. Maybe not as worse, but I've gone through them. I know how you feel. You're not alone. Please don't ever think you're alone. Please message me if you need anything. If people are bothering you, if you just having a crappy day, depressive episode, whatever you need, please talk to me. I'm here. Alright, and so last thing I want to say is thank you to my subscribers. I'm now up to 30 subscribers. I'm on a roll. I think when not my last video, my last actual vlog, I think I had 21. And I've gone up in a month to 30. So I'm on a roll. So thank you all for liking my videos, the ones that I've liked. One of mine are, last I checked, was at 88. My Gurn and Shinya. What about now? Still my favorite one. It's at 88 last I checked. We're almost triple digits. It's also got 2 dislikes, which isn't very good. But it's got 88 likes. It's on a roll. So thank you very much to all of you who've liked any of my videos, who commented on any of my videos, or who've subscribed to me. Thank you. I'll see you next time. Not sure when it'll be, but hasta la pasta.